initiates in 10 seconds.
What do you get when Dead or Alive has a baby with Armored Core? You get an arena-based mech shooter called Mecha Break with up to 6v6, PvPvE options, jiggle physics, and microtransactions. Cause what's a modern free-to-play shooter without some microtransactions? If you want to know the secret sauce to what most gamers want in 2025, it's the same thing we've always wanted. Great gameplay, a good story, and yeah, charismatic and attractive characters. Now, there's no rocket science to really understanding the ingredients to attracting gamers to a game, but it's something the West has been struggling with for a number of years now. While Western developers continue to cram in unattractive woke agendas and pronouns into our games, the East continues to pick up where we've gotten lost and eat our lunch in the process. Now, as mentioned before, Mecha Break is an Armored Core-like arena-based shooter, and you're jetting around blasting enemy mechs, defending bases, and destroying beacons, etc. It's actually really fun. Controls feel nice and responsive, the hits feel good and have some weight to them, and there are cooldowns associated with your weaponry, which, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of. With combat already feeling immersive and with bullets flying everywhere and mechs approaching from all over, the worst feeling is trying to counterfire with nothing happening due to a cooldown effect. Just thinking about it now really puts a bad taste in my mouth. I know this is something common in these kind of games, but mechanics like these are the reason I never put a lot of hours into them. I'd personally prefer a more arcadey type approach where the focus stays on the immersion of the combat and less attention is paid to the mechanics that hamper you.
I saw a chance for us to unite, to rebuild our homes. I had high hopes that Corite could spur growth in technology and offer a path to human survival.
Mecha Break also has some story too. Your created character is a pilot among a group called the Third Generation Break Striker, tasked to stop the spread of a pathogen caused by a mysterious mineral called Corite. It seems interesting enough, but I'm curious how far it actually goes. There are various mechs in this game, with specific weapon types, defensive capabilities, and movement styles. You want a super quick, lean and mean mech that's hard to hit? Check. Want a super uber onga bonga style mech that can take the hits and has an arsenal of concentrated firepower? Check. Mecha Break has a host of varying mech types that change up the gameplay enough to keep things interesting. Now, this isn't like Armored Core where you can swap mech parts and completely recustomize how your mech looks and performs. Rather, you have a list of different mech types to choose from, each with their own look, style, and weapon kit. One mech will have a different fighting style to the next, so finding the mech that fits your playstyle is the name of the game. But honestly, when you find a mech that meshes well with your playstyle, Mecha Break is a ton of fun. It's also already pretty competitive, which makes the battles pretty heated. While the conversation online primarily focuses on the character creator, the female customization options like boob and butt sliders, it's really only serving as a hook to get the players into the mech suit to enjoy some mecha action. I appreciate the developer standing 10 toes down in their creative approach for the game and understand the marketing approach to gaining the attention of the audience they want to put this game in front of. We hear you.
Initiating atmospheric reentry. Warning! Incoming heavy assault from hostile colossal striker.
Overall, for the pros, the combat is very polished. It's fast-paced and immersive. There are enough mechs to choose from for players to find one they vibe with. From assault to defenders, healer types, and snipers, you got a lot to choose from. There also seems to be plenty of mission variety, along with a storyline that I'd be interested in learning more about. I also like that Amazing Season Games, the developer, has stood firm in their creative vision for the game. We need more developers standing strong in their vision for the game they're creating. Ultimately, the market, we gamers, will decide how profitable the game will sell. As for the cons, the menus and overall UI are a bit too busy to my liking. I spend more time hunting around the screens trying to find out what I should be doing next, rather than something a bit more simplistic. The limited customization on the mechs is a slight disappointment, but I'm a forgiving guy. You get accessories to boost stats here and there, but you don't really notice their effects after you put them on. Lastly, I'm just not a fan of microtransactions, man, and loot boxes with minimal effects. This would have to be Honkai Star Rail levels of fun for me to really decide to push on and play more. I feel like I have a grasp of the gameplay loop at this point, having played 5 hours so far, but we'll likely play a little bit more to see if anything changes. If you know what you want out of a game like this, you can have a lot of fun with it. Download it and try it for yourself. That will do it for this video. Let me know in the comments below if you checked this game out and what you think of it. And I'll see you in the next video.